Hey everyone, ever wondered if medieval medicine was just leeches and praying? Think again. Today, we're diving deep to uncover why the medical practices of the Middle Ages were surprisingly advanced and far more effective than most history books give them credit for. Get ready to have your mind blown about an era often dismissed as dark and unscientific. When you hear medieval medicine, what's the first image that pops into your head? Probably something straight out of a Monty Python sketch, right? A barber surgeon wielding a rusty saw, or someone trying to cure the plague with a pigeon. But that stereotype is wildly unfair and totally misses the nuanced, often ingenious approaches these practitioners developed. We're talking about a time when understanding of the human body was evolving, and necessity truly was the mother of invention. It wasn't just superstition, there was a genuine effort to heal and understand. Let's start with what might surprise you the most: herbal remedies. Before pharmacies and synthetic drugs, nature was the ultimate apothecary. Medieval healers, often monks, nuns, or village-wise women, possessed an astonishing depth of knowledge about the local flora. They weren't just guessing. Their understanding was built on centuries of observation, experimentation, and inherited wisdom passed down through generations. They understood that different plants had specific properties. Some were pain relievers, others anti-inflammatories, some antiseptics. Imagine the monks cultivating extensive herb gardens, meticulously documenting the effects of various plants. They used willow bark for pain and fever, a precursor to aspirin. Foxglove, the source of digitalis, was used for heart conditions. Chamomile for calming, comfrey for bone healing, rosemary for memory. These weren't just folk tales. Modern pharmacology has actually validated many of these traditional uses. It is truly remarkable how much they intuited about chemical compounds long before chemistry as a science even existed. Their reliance on herbal medicine wasn't a sign of backwardness, but an intelligent and practical use of available resources, often with surprisingly effective results. And it wasn't just about drinking a tea. They made poultices, salves, tinctures, and compresses, applying these remedies topically or internally. They understood dosage and preparation, recognizing that too much of a good thing could be harmful. This extensive pharmacological knowledge, often documented in richly illustrated herbals, formed the backbone of their therapeutic toolkit. These texts were essentially their medical textbooks, filled with detailed descriptions and instructions, spreading knowledge across monasteries and medical schools. Now, let's talk about something even more astounding: medieval surgery. When you picture medieval surgery, you probably imagine a brutal, unhygienic affair. And yes, it was undoubtedly painful and risky by modern standards. But the skills and techniques developed were incredibly sophisticated for their time. Barber surgeons and trained physicians performed procedures that would make many modern doctors gasp. They performed amputations, trepanation, drilling holes in the skull to relieve pressure, cataract removal, bladder stone removal, and even early forms of plastic surgery, like repairing cleft lips. Think about that for a moment. Operating without anesthesia as we know it, and with a rudimentary understanding of germ theory. Yet, they achieved successful outcomes in many cases. The fact that patients survived and sometimes even recovered completely from these invasive procedures speaks volumes about the surgeon's skill, precision, and courage. Their surgical instruments, while seemingly crude, were often quite ingenious. They had scalpels, forceps, saws, and needles designed for specific tasks. They understood the importance of clean wounds, often using wine or vinegar as antiseptics, a practical step to prevent infection, even if they didn't understand the microscopic reasons why. They developed techniques for setting broken bones, using splints and casts surprisingly similar to those used today. They also understood the importance of suturing wounds carefully, using materials like linen, silk, or even gut, showcasing an advanced understanding of anatomical repair. One of the most significant innovations was in battlefield medicine. With constant warfare, military surgeons gained vast experience in treating traumatic injuries. They learned how to extract arrows, manage complex fractures, and deal with severe wounds. This practical, high-stakes environment pushed the boundaries of surgical knowledge and led to rapid advancements in techniques for wound care and trauma management. The knowledge gained on the battlefield often filtered back into civilian medical practice, benefiting everyone. Moreover, medieval medicine wasn't just about treating illness. It also encompassed a strong focus on public health and preventative measures. Cities often had regulations concerning sanitation, waste disposal, and even the quality of food sold in markets. Monasteries, in particular, were often beacons of hygiene, with clean water systems, bathing facilities, and separate areas for the sick to prevent the spread of disease within the community. They also believed strongly in the concept of regimen sanitatis, a healthy lifestyle involving diet, exercise, sleep, and emotional balance. Physicians would advise patients on what to eat, when to bathe, and how to maintain mental well-being to prevent illness. This holistic approach, considering the patient's entire lifestyle and environment, is remarkably similar to modern integrative medicine. They recognized that health was not just the absence of disease, but a state of overall balance. So, why has history often painted such a bleak picture of medieval medicine? Part of it is the Dark Ages narrative, which unfairly dismisses the intellectual achievements of the era. Another factor is the comparison to modern medicine, which benefits from centuries of scientific breakthroughs like germ theory, anesthesia, and antibiotics. We look back through a modern lens, making it easy to overlook the genuine innovation and effectiveness within their own context. It is crucial to remember that medieval practitioners were working with the best available knowledge and technology of their time. They were keen observers, practical experimenters, and often incredibly skilled individuals dedicated to alleviating suffering. Their work laid essential groundwork for future medical advancements, preserving and expanding upon ancient Greek and Roman medical texts, and adding their own empirical observations. From sophisticated herbal pharmacology to daring surgical interventions and a holistic approach to health, medieval medicine was far from primitive. It was a dynamic, evolving field filled with dedicated healers who often achieved remarkable results. They understood the power of nature, the necessity of skilled hands, and the importance of a healthy lifestyle. So next time you think of medieval medicine, ditch the stereotypes. Remember the diligent herbalists, the brave surgeons, and the innovative minds who were truly making a difference in a world without modern conveniences. It's a testament to human ingenuity and resilience in the face of limited resources. What do you think? Did this change your perspective on medieval medicine? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this journey into medical history as fascinating as I did, please hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives into surprising historical topics, and share this video with a friend. Your support helps us uncover more hidden gems from the past. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.